It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right away, they'll change the look. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Hall again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Derrick 6-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
A great run here in the first, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Next the score, Ravens 7, Jets 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's good for the Jets.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Rodgers.
He finds Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll find Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. A give running right is Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 4 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Inside the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 41. 55 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Flushed out right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They begin with Henry.
And he'll get this to the 32.
that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Henry running right. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 43 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. Down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. And the Jets are back within a couple of the lead. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Rodgers will throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
This completes a Corley.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That's good for another Jet.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
Justin Madubuike.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
At the Ravens' 24-yard line.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
When I looked at my play sheet and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game.
The line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Second down, goal to go. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Mike Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flushed out right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A 1st down carry for Henry.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Jackson. Fighting through pressure. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
This is 1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here comes 2nd down.
To throw is Rodgers. Williams brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're back underway for the right to hoist that Lamar Hunt trophy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Throwing is Rodgers. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Forced out to his left. But he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Rodgers now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse. That gets it.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants end up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Inside handoff, Henry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. So the next score wins here in the playoffs, and we will go as long as need be as they work here on second down.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Remember, all they need is a field goal here, but the offense still on the field, first and goal.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I'd kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what?
And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And